From real-life GTA and crazy pit maneuvers to cars spilling pills and people. While some cars are falling apart during hot pursuits, others are performing car tricks in the middle of the road to show off their new paint job. But do they get away with it? Here are some of the most shocking police chases caught on Dashcam. Pickup trucks are not made for high-speed chases with the police, as the following suspect will soon find out in his desperate attempt at escape. On July 11, 2024, officer initiated a traffic stop on a white pickup truck. The driver complied and they got off the road.
A white truck, South Carolina 28 is 602 Alpha Golf Romeo, 602 AGR. 20 is going to be at Chester Hospital.
Hey, what's going on, boss? Go ahead and step out of the car for me.
Okay. Hold on for a minute, man. Damn. Let me roll my window. Man, let me roll my window. I gotta shut it to roll the window. Man, come on, man.
The driver, identified as Eric Bernard Jones, had a suspended license. Upon being asked to exit the vehicle, Jones fled the scene, leading the officer on a pursuit.
Right on Ashford Street, head north south.
1050.
Not long after Jones lost control of the car and crashed the vehicle, he was arrested shortly after. With the car flying around, it is a wonder how all the pills he was hiding didn't spill out. From fentanyl to methamphetamine, 112 grams of substances were seized, and Jones was transported to the hospital for sustained injuries before being transported to a detention center. Prepare for the next one, as it is a doozy and will take you on a trip down memory lane. Remember all those good times sitting in your room for hours playing GTA while your mom yells for you to come to dinner? This chase will make you feel nostalgic, minus the part of driving over innocent civilians. This is not a murder investigation. On February 15th, 2024, Officer James Bryant noticed a black Dodge Charger speeding over the limit. As the police officer initiated a traffic stop, the car hit the gas and drove off as fast as possible, leading the officer into a wild chase. At this point into the pursuit, the suspect finally takes the exit of the highway. However, as we will see, his aggressive driving doesn't diminish in the slightest as they get back on normal streets right into rush hour.
You got a couple sections come down 630, kind of get to you.
All right. Yeah, we're just continuing to have looks like the next cross is, hold on, take a second. It's a G Street, speed 63, right there.
Boulevard. Warning, Parkway now on Bear Park. Passenger 27th. Medium traffic. Go for a light here, take a left. We just turned on West 28th. Not the Asher. TBI, get a building.
Officer Bryant managed a successful pit maneuver. However, the suspect lost control of the vehicle and crashed into a building. Mere seconds later, the driver and all his passengers shot out like popcorn kernels and scattered over the place. 2 were caught almost immediately, but it would appear the driver successfully fled the scene. Mission passed. Anyone?
Continuing. Put your hands behind your back, Bubba.
On July 31st, 2021, Officer Allen observed a black Chrysler 300 with a unique yellow paint job making a lot of smoke. When he approached the scene, the car was performing donuts right in the middle of the intersection, making other cars unable to pass at this point. Once the driver spotted the approaching officer, he began to flee, initiating a pursuit.
672's behind him, I'll call it good for you. Got yellow racing stripes, black car, yellow racing stripes. We are crossing over Brown's Mill. Calling you 1033, okay, southbound. The Chrysler 300. is almost on him. Still wrong side. Still westbound.
Watch oncoming traffic. Watch my brakes. Clear all the way down.
Crossing Lois Lane. Crossing Macon Street. Clear across Macon Street.
Watch from the turn. He brakes better.
Got units coming right here in front of him. Crossing over the connector, crossing over the connector. 42 still primary, 797 secondary. Tire down, one tire down. Crossing under 85 northbound on Metropolitan. Clear northbound Metro across 85. Westbound on Ferguson Road. Clear westbound on Ferguson for Metro. Crossing Quaker.
Two flat tires, yeah.
Clear crossing Quaker Street on Metro for Ferguson for northbound. Push bonds, a black male, low haircut, dark complected, white shirt. We're crossing over Avery Road. We're crossing over Avery Road.
No, get on the highway, bitch. I dare you. Oh, you done fucked up now.
We are turning right onto the connector.
Can't do it right now.
We're turning right onto the connector. Left lane, we're going 75, 85 north. Passing 166.
We're on 166.
On the connector north, 166. We're going about 80. Setting up for a pit.
As Officer Allen knew they were nearing a blind intersection and wanted to prevent potential risk, he prepared himself for a forceful pit.
Again. Clear northbound, approach your fire and step for a second pit.
Get. Look out.
Big successful, big 50.
After the vehicle crashed into a parked tractor and trailer, the driver and the passenger fled from the vehicle. Officer Allen missed both shots with his taser, but luckily, nearby officers Ennis and Gordon continued to pursue the driver and eventually caught up to him on foot. This driver certainly thought so, as he was simultaneously dodging the police and construction equipment on the site. On April 26, 2024, the Saline County Sheriff's Office advised they were in pursuit of a speeding vehicle, but terminated the pursuit as they lost sight of the vehicle. Officer Block soon after spotted the described car and activated his emergency lights and siren.
Trying to catch up. 717 6 Frank Boy 1716 1037. I'm not sure what state that is. We're just past the 114 speed limit.
I'm out before the 111.
Traffic, we're at 40 right now. I've tried to get unsuccessful. Back up to 200. We're coming up to the
After repeatedly weaving in and out of traffic, passing cars and speeding over the limit, entering the construction site was the beginning of the end for this suspect, as he decided against further escape attempt and stopped at his own volition.
83, I'm about to get on the interstate. Which direction do I need to go?
westbound. He's in the construction area between the east and westbound lanes, and he's throwing up a bunch of dust. That's hard time keeping up with him. He's just wrecked out, it looks like. Get on the fucking ground right now. God. About stupid, aren't you? Yeah. You got an ID on you?
It's in my car.
After the dust had settled, the driver was taken into custody without further issues. Maybe he decided he would like to be taken into the police station while he and the car were still in one piece. If this driver was as good at fleeing the cops as he was at forging expiration dates on tags, the sky would be the limit. Alas, let's see how far he comes in evading the justice system. On February 29, 2024, Trooper Booth noticed a silver Ford Mustang with an altered temporary tag. After checking the validation of the tag's number, he found that it had expired all the way back in 2022. After stopping for a brief moment, the car took an U-turn in an attempt to flee the cops. It looks like the car lost control and went over the hill. Will he give up? After the unsuccessful tactical vehicle intervention, the suspect continued to do what he does best, drove in the opposite direction. The second TVI made the car that was already in shambles halt to a stop, and the driver, later identified as Marquise Williams, tried to flee on foot. Assisted by North Little Rock Police Department, he was caught near the railroad tracks. Take notes. Williams's attempt to flee by confusing the cops with his repeated U-turns was proven unsuccessful and only resulted in his car getting demolished. Great chases end with great crashes. That is not a saying, but it should be, as this one will keep you on the edge of your seat. So put your seatbelt on and enjoy the ride. On December 17, 2023, officer heard an excessive exhaust noise and shortly after spotted a gray Dodge Charger speeding carelessly. In an effort to overtake the vehicle, the officer reached top speeds of 140 miles per hour in a 55 miles per hour zone. The officer finally activates emergency lights and sirens as the reckless driver sped through the red light, almost caused a crash, and showed no signs of stopping. The pursuit is now in full motion.
Charlie Papa Yankee. Military.
After a long, hot chase, the officer finally managed to perform a successful pit maneuver and stop the vehicle. The suspect, later identified as Jalen Camarena, fled on foot. After a while, he was caught hiding in bushes on a private property and arrested shortly after. It seems as though Camarena had a group of people the size of an average American family in his car, recklessly driving and endangering your friends? Not cool, man! If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out the one on the screen about failed getaway attempts.